First, we met up in New York City, in Brooklyn, for a couple of days to rehearse. And we spent a lot of time talking about what the trip means to each of us and what we thought it might be like. And then we got on the plane and we went to Serbia. The Surdulica Festival is the qualifying competition for Guča in the southeastern part of the country. And that is where we were headed. The bands who go to Surdulica are competing for the right to go to Guča and compete there. Our first stop was the home of Jovica Ajdarovic. We gathered there with his family and his band, as well as old friends and teachers of Zlatne Uste brass band, Demiran Šerimović and Šerim Bečirović. We broke up into sections, and we learned Vlasinsko Kolo that day. Vlasinsko Kolo is the tune that is a kind of anthem of this particular festival and is always played at the end of each parade during the festival, and it is also played by the winners of the competition. After that first workshop, we were invited to participate in the youth parade. Saturday is the youth day of the competition, and Sunday is the adult day. Before the parade, we were very nervous and wondering what it was going to be like and what would people think of our music and how would we do. And we started to play, and within a few moments, getting to know them through our instruments, and all the nervousness went away. After the parade, that was our first real chance to just be musicians and people and share our instruments and our joy and our love of the music. There was a lot of handing off of people's instruments, trying out valves and checking out mouthpieces and playing with slides. And then we were invited to perform on stage during the judging of the festival. And we were pretty nervous about it, but also very excited. We had a lot of concerns among us before we went on stage about appropriation and representation, wondering if it's okay for us to be playing this music for this audience in this place. And I think for the most part we decided that it was okay. After the festival, we had a wonderful workshop with Ekrem Mamutovic and his band. And we had studied and learned a couple of their tunes in prior years. And so it was quite amazing to be able to work with the band that we had been learning from recordings for all these years in person.
Jak, tuj, tri, šta.
in Vranja for a few days, we went down to Štip in Macedonia, and we spent time with Nizo Alimov, who's spent time with us also here in the States at Balkan Camp. We had a few days of workshops with them where we learned some traditional dance, and they taught us also some new music, which was very exciting. And at the end, we were invited to perform in a parade. So Nizo and his family purchased a number of traditional shavare, and many of us wore them. And we went parading through the town with Nizo's band, and at the end we reached the town square where our two groups gave a concert together and of our traditional dance that we had learned. chapter of our trip was in Berivo, Macedonia. We spent 3 days working with Berisan Zekirov, and we had a wonderful exchange with them. We learned beautiful music, and most importantly, we really felt connected to them at the end of our time together. Berisan is a teacher and brought many local youth musicians with him to participate in the workshop with us, so we were learning together. And we also took a hike and we played games and we had a chance to eat with them and to spend time in different ways to really build a strong connection. At this moment, it means more than ever to look back at this trip. We long for a time to come when people are safe and healthy, connected and not divided. Soon we will hold hands and dance together again.